Hi, Joel Hickerson from Grindog.com. We're going to learn now how to draw fluffy dice. There are many reasons to draw fluffy dice. I'm not really sure. Nothing's coming to mind right away, but it's not a hard thing. So let's go straight to the board. Okay, you start off, dice are pretty much little cubes. So you start off with a square on one side, and you angle the other square however you would think these things might be hanging from a rear view mirror, because pretty much fluffy dice, that's where you see them. So you've got the two squares in front, and you just basically you're drawing a perspective on these cubes. So these guys are going back to a point somewhere. All right, so you're all going back. All these lines are going to the same point for this thing, since it's a one-point perspective. And you're drawing just the construction lines, and these construction lines don't have to be perfect. And you can draw them to the same point, or you can pick another point over here. I'm going to draw these to the same point. All right, and it's a random choice as to where you cut these things off, unless you really want to get into some fine drafting. All right, and this one, we're going to just pick some random configurations for our dice. And again, we're doing construction elements. We're going to come back here in a minute and use our marker to flesh these out. And those will be the lines that count. All right? So we've got the basic elements. These things have to get tied on somewhere. So you're going to picture like this white eraser is going to be your rear view mirror where these strings come in from. So we got strings going to the rear view mirror. We've got our fluffy dice. Now we're going to go and do the real lines. Now the center circles will start there, and we'll kind of shade them in. Again, this is kind of a cartoony, a loose representation of fluffy dice. So we're going to take it real easy. Fun, quick lines. Now, when you do get to the borders of these guys, you've got to represent fluffiness somehow. So instead of a straight line, you want to kind of flick it a little bit. You don't have to do a continuous line that connects them all together. But just do kind of like hairy dice in a way, you know? Heck with the fluffy stuff. We'll consider this a hairy dice. And this will give us kind of that feel. And you can come back with a dark pencil too and kind of supplement once you've erased your construction lines. By construction lines, I mean the pencil lines that go with it. Okay, so you've got the fluffy borders on your dice now. But the strings, where they attach, are going to need to be a little more solid. Okay, we got that. You can come back and put a little hair on the face to kind of keep that fuzzy feeling going. And you come back and you erase your construction lines. And again, when you go back for your final drawing, after your construction lines are gone, you can kind of supplement and give it a little more weight. At the bottom, the corners, to kind of give it the dice feel. You really want to make sure they know these are dice, so they've got to have corners, even if they are kind of hairy. Okay. So that would be a pair of fluffy dice hanging from a dashboard or a rearview mirror. Okay, and they could move a little bit.